Hello and welcome to the Aaron Resource Podcast. While I'm utterly and completely cancelled to everybody with the greatest and first discoveries in history of humankind on this planet, in this galaxy, I'm the first person to heal anything, and it just happened to be my incurable disease myself. And it's fantastic. But that's not why I got onto podcast to talk to you about something today. Now, I can see things gradually moving, meaning the whole earth, its progression, where it's heading, trends, energy, whatever. And guess what? All the very things that I've been calling out for 7 years are all now seen by a lot of influential people. So even yesterday alone, a dozen people that are way more popular than me, that have got millions and millions and millions of followers, were saying, feels like there's something evil out there, and that evil knows what's going on, and I don't know what's going on, and it feels like it's taking advantage of us, and da-da-da. And I'm like, hello. So, it's well documented. I've said that the medical system was hijacked by the Rockefellers. They got rid of natural and nutrition and diet, separated it all out and made medicine a synthetic thing because then they could sell you something. It's a business. It's a corporation. It's the biggest corporation in the world. Now, to make you good customers, they also enlisted the education system. So they basically threw the template of that to make you... So basically you're completely perfect, obedient customer. So, and obviously, I look like a conspiracy theorist going, oh my God, they're all fucking cancelling me. I've got the cure to cancer, and everywhere I go, I can't fucking post. I'm blocked, I'm this, I'm that. I don't give a fuck what you fucking think I am. I know what I fucking am, okay? And I'm sick of you fucking calling names, so go and get fucked. Or else I'll fucking, if you got balls, fucking send me an email and fucking confront me face to face. Don't fucking write shit online about me. Now, not only was the medical industry fucking hijacked over 100 years ago, and you have a completely fucking bullshit medical system that doesn't even fucking heal shit. You think that all these doctors, you fucking donated billions of dollars last year for cures of things that are never going to happen. What sort of a fuckstick donates money to a cause, to a charity, saying that they're going to cure the worst problem, and you've probably got family members that have got cancer and all the rest of it? They were never, ever, 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 ever once ever going to fucking cure it, you fucking imbeciles. There was never a fucking... one person ever, if a doctor fucking went into his boss's office and said, hey, boss, I've got the cure to cancer, they would fucking shoot him between the eyes and fucking bury him that right there and then that day. Because that interrupts a $1 trillion fucking juggernaut system that you're all fucking sold on. That someone's taken advantage of, someone thinks. So the medical industry is fucked. Right? Controlled. Doctrine. The education system went along with that to be able to fucking make you a thing and to gatekeep it, to put propaganda, to fucking completely fucking throw us off so that we're all fragments of reality. The media is the most corrupt, evil organization in the world. All of them are connected. All of them are evil, but yet you're addicted, so you fucking turn the screen on every day and you're fucking yourself up. That's what this post is. That's what this episode's all about. You being absolutely fucked over as a human being. So, I've proven that I can make this world a disease-free world if one fucking person got behind me, but you're all fucking scared. You're all fucking scared, mate. I'm not a fucking martyr. I'm not a fucking Charlie Kirk, right? I don't fucking accept that shit because I don't work like that, okay? I don't offend anyone. You know why? Because I know the system. I know the system you're part of. I know exactly how everything works in your world, in your life. Do you understand that? That's how you master life. That's how you master it. I now know how to cure your incurable diseases. So you're trapped. And when I did bring out there's many episodes, and also on my website all about the causes of cancer. And when I brought out the causes of cancer, isn't it funny that there's a whole lot of them that you do every day as part of your life and you're addicted to? Yeah? So you're completely and utterly trapped. I can see it clearly. I can see the way out, right? And even though I'm cancelled and it's been 7 years, in those 7 years, behind the scenes, I have seen so much going on, bringing us to the present day and present tense. And even now, the level of awakening, right, means, or what I can see is that obviously all of this stuff is going to come out. It's impossible now that it doesn't come out, okay? So therefore, the old energy, the old ways, whoever's been fucking, like these people, the faceless cowards with no testicles, that don't care that I call them cowards with no testicles, right? They just don't give a fuck, right, about any of us. And so they're now realising that, oh, fuck, maybe the jig's up. Now, these people, I mean, the Rockefellers, they're all dead. You know, these are descendants now, okay? And they're being born, and some of them have been born going, I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to be an evil prick. I don't want to be the most heinous, fucking terrible person on earth. Do you know that no one can make you do anything on this earth? All the evil that you see is people at their worst. That is a fact. I know everything about the system you're part of, how the whole fucking thing is part of a broken system. It was hijacked. And when people say, you're in the matrix, escape the matrix, that's what they're talking about. Okay, they might all look like conspiracy theorists, but it's because they can see you all suffering. They can see you all, right? But you don't care because you're comfortable. You're in your life, you're comfortable, everything's going along. You know, why would you want to upset that, right? Why would you want to save humanity like me? Why would you want to be like me, right, and know what is best for humanity, because you know the system, you know the bias is love, you know the duality, you know the whole physics, because that's what you've studied for the last 34 years. And so therefore, I can save humanity from the evil, faceless, coward, testicleless people that think it's fucking okay to take advantage of you. conspiracy theories, right, and propaganda, when they plant propaganda, it's been going on for a long time. The whole fucking turning the TV on is propaganda. It's all fucking lies and all bullshit, mate. And I don't know if you've noticed, but everyone's, bee pollen fucking cures breast cancer cells. All this shit, mate. Get fucked with your cancer fucking cures, right? That are never going to eventuate. They're all coming from a system that never ever fucking wants to cure cancer. That's the last fucking thing they ever want, mate. Because if they did, the 7,000 cancer organisations that I contacted, that I was willing to give the complete and utter cure to all cancers, not one of them wanted to have a conversation. That's how much they fucking care about you. Not one fucking organisation wanted to have a conversation. If I was working for a cancer organisation and the fucking on top of the door was we raise money to cure cancer, right? That's what we're here to do, right? And if someone came to me and said, look, I've got the cure to cancer, I would listen to them. Any normal person would. But you live in a fucking topsy-turvy world where you're completely and utterly controlled to take advantage of you. There's a reason why your fucking biology is completely hacked and you like fucking shiny lights and you fucking like people that make fucking $1 billion and all this shit. Totally and utterly for you to be consumed and not to be a sovereign citizen of the earth. So everything now is a complete fucking lie. The media when you turn the TV on, the education system when you go to that, the fucking government, right? I've been talking to everyone in government for 7 years, all different governments all around the world, mate. They pulled me aside. They had a fucking thing where we had to leave all our fucking devices somewhere. And they took us and said, mate, don't fucking shoot us, right? We're not in control. We got no fucking say in it whatsoever. I'm a puppet. Right? And different government prime ministers and different puppets in different times, like Albanese, who's in now in Australia in Labor, right? Not a bad Prime Minister. Scott Morrison, completely fucking bought. Okay? Look at the guy's finances. How do you fucking get over $52 million in assets if you're earning $345,000 a year? You're not that fucking smart, mate. We all know that every fucking politician is a smug little fucking schoolboy who fucking thinks they fucking know way more better than everyone else, and therefore they get into fucking politics and they're more of a criminal than the fucking people fucking on robbing people on the streets. The biggest criminals are fucking politicians. All of them. So, you've got a system that is a complete fucking lie. From the fucking education, medical, you do not get anywhere near the fucking medical that you would have had a disease-free world by now if the medical system wasn't hijacked all those time ago. You're paying fucking so much tax. In Australia here at the moment, if I go to work, there's nothing left over at the end of the week and I have no fucking money to go out and fucking on entertainment and do things that I like. The cost of living is so fucking high. So we like to keep ourselves in these perpetual fucking states of fucking dysfunction so that we don't work out that a couple of people are fucking taking advantage of us. And then they've so smart about it that if anyone fucking like me, if I don't get cancelled, right, and I do get out there, my energy looks like a fucking nutter. So you go, he might be right. Like, you know what I mean? Conspiracy theories, they're always right, but it's not nice energy. It's like that fucking in-your-face energy. No one likes to be fucking told what to do or the truth or whatever. But we all like to be inspired. So we're a fucking real special lot. So basically I got on to say, your whole fucking life is a fucking lie. I've got the fucking cure to all... Well, at the moment, I have about 80% of the diseases down pat. You can fucking start tomorrow. Go on my website, 14-day protocol. Changes the fucking world, but because you're all fucking addicted and brainwashed and fucked up. No one's going there. Isn't that funny? I think it's fucking hilarious that you're all fucking sick. Like when you find out... Could you imagine when you find out that you've fucking been had and that someone for 7 years has been trying to share all of these fucking cures to fucking save your kids, your family, your uncles, your brothers, your mothers, your sisters, everything to make them not have to suffer, and you've got no access to it because someone wants your money and wants control over you to fucking milk you like a cow. And they want to milk the whole fucking cow like a huge big system. Look, this has been going on for a long time. The only reason why it gives me great confidence that I know it will not go on any further than my fucking existence is because I've seen the foundations of it start to crumble. I've seen the awakening of people to this. Okay, you got to remember everything that's in my protocol for healing people that I created 7 years ago. Science is still catching up, but every year a new discovery comes out that I already discovered 7 years ago. I'm fucking way ahead of the game, mate. I don't mean to be, well, I've got no ego left anyway. I'm just trying to help people, guys. I don't want to be fucking an influencer. I don't want to fucking do anything. I'm just, as another human being, I'm just trying to help you. That's it. I'm trying to help all the sleepy people in a fucking world of lies. It's fucked, man. You know, how did I first realise it? It was that I had an incurable disease. I didn't want to be here anymore and I wanted out. Then when you uncover something, right, that still didn't wake me up. I went, wow, this is great. It's well documented. I cried for 2 weeks because I could hear the cries of all the other people that had the disease I had, and I knew that I could fucking help them. So I was weeping like a baby going, this is the most amazing thing. This is beautiful, da-da-da. And slowly, bit by bit, the reality of the world became apparent. And it was fucking unbelievable. You know what I mean? You imagine getting something, the biggest discovery in human history, right? The biggest discovery of our time, like no one has ever healed anything on this planet ever before. And so then you go there. Now on the I guess, corporations have different levels, right? I'm ringing the person at the front gate and they understand it. The receptionist at the Cancer Council House or Indoka, whatever, every single fucking 700 correspondences, the administration person that sits on the front desk understands, oh my God, we can heal ourselves. That all makes sense. Oh my God. Oh fuck. Wow. Yes, this is the best fucking thing. Oh my God, the world's changed. I even had one person many years ago who thought it was a way to become, it was their stepping stone to becoming wealthy. So they actually pinched what I had, resigned that job and walked out of that job that day and tried to go fucking sell it, but I didn't give them everything. Do you understand what I'm saying now? I've got the cure to cancers, all the fucking cancers, and you haven't got none. Yet you'll fucking listen to this and you will not share it because you're brainwashed by a lying system. The system is so fucked that you are dying and you're killing yourself every day and you don't even know it. And then in my quiet hours, I got all of this from God. Okay? The story is well documented that atheist, someone who put Jedi as their religion on census for fucking their whole life, I got this from God. Okay? He provided to me, and over the years we have developed our communication style, our trust, our thing. The first time it took me 4 months to going back and forth, science, synchronicity, download, trying to work out how God operates, how multidimensional works, how spirit works, how everything works. It took me 4 months to come up with a 14-day protocol. Did the 14-day blindly. Oh, fuck, cured myself of an incurable disease. Can't fucking believe it. Still today, 7 years later, oh my God, still can't believe it. And then, look, 2019, I went back to God and I said, look, no one wants to know. The organisation, the biggest mental health organisations in the world, in America, in Australia, in Europe, in England, in UK, they said it can't be done. Because what happens is, obviously, they're going, oh, this guy healed himself. Then they're going to their doctors and they're going, no, it can't be done. So that's it. Door gets shut. That's it. They don't want to have a conversation. They don't want to know what I've done. Like, there's no detail being discussed here. There has never been any detail discussed. If a world is not a big fucking lie and everyone's out to fucking help you, then why has none of these organisations ever wanted to know the detail or to test or to trial or to talk to people that have done it before? Nothing. It was just a straight cancel. It's because they know that I'm the GOAT. Greatest of all time. Can anyone else, right? Can anyone else in this situation, if they came to me, which happened in 2019, every possible person, age, type of cancer, different stages, well, they were all bad stages and bits and pieces. A guy was in a coma even. They're all still alive today. Wouldn't you want to know how? Wouldn't you want to know how I did that? Even if you thought I was a fucking loony, wouldn't you still get the loony to spill the beans just in case they had something? I know I do. Whenever I come across people that are fucking out there on the street and they go, oh, I can do this and that, I still listen to them just in case. You know what I mean? You've got to be open to everything, closed to nothing. That's how I got in this situation to where I am. So I went back to God and I went, let's do cancer, man. Give me the way to do cancer because they can't ignore me. That's what I said to him. And so he gave me all the causes of cancer. Now, we've had $1 trillion working on this. We've had 1 million of the greatest minds ever to walk this earth. They can't provide you with the cure to cancer. But a fucking dole bludger from Frankston can. Do you know how long it took me, with a little bit of help from the divine, do you know how long it took me to find all the causes of cancer and a cure and to get it all completely done, knowing that there's been $1 trillion and 1,000,000 of the greatest minds working on this, how long do you think it took me? It took me 2 weeks. The greatest problem, 1 billion people on Earth, and I fucking got the whole shooting match in 2 weeks. That's going to make a lot of people sick. I hope it makes a lot of doctors sick. Especially all these doctors that actually they're fucking doing something. They're just fucking waste of space. Seriously, anyone that's researching to try and make a drug to make money out of you, instead of not going with your best possible health outcome first, I'm sorry, but that is a form of mass murdering. Do you understand? These people, the reason why they are faceless cowards is because what they're doing, if anyone finds out, everyone will kill them. Anyone. You think about it. Anyone on Earth, if you knew that they had purposely fucking left diseases in the world so your family could die when it's so easy to find the cure, but they don't want to, right? That is punishable. Like, you don't get out of jail of that one if they don't have the death penalty. I would prefer them not to get the death penalty. I would prefer them to stick around and see what Earth is like without their control, without the medical education and media being corrupt. I would like to show them what Earth can be like and what people can be. I want the human attribute to come through, because our humanism is a result of the collective on Earth, right? It's not those few controlling people. So I'd love to see them see a world without their control, right? Because it hasn't been like that for over 100 years. So I'd love to see that, because, I'm going to be part of that process as well. And believe me, I would want, me more than anyone, having been cancelled and gone through what I've gone through over the last 7 years, me more than anyone would love to execute these people and give them what they deserve. But when I know what happens when you die, so obviously they're going to go back and God's going to go, look, before you get in here, before you stick back on the blob of soul soup with all the other souls that you fucking really don't like, you mate, that you go back to the soul soup, right, when you go back. So, but first, as part of the duality and part of, the test of duality while you're here on Earth, you'll get up there and God will say, look, just before you come in, I would just like you to please, I'm going to give you all these situations that you dealt with on Earth, and I just want you to explain to me why you didn't use love in this situation. And that could take quite some time. Then these people, when they die corporeally, they have to get, after they go through this review process, they're going to get stuck back onto the soul soup. Normally the transition takes 3 days. These people, there is no way, they are probably one of the only forms of energy that are not getting back in 3 days. There's quite a bit of review to go. So when you do die corporally, you go back to the soul soup. There's only 2 places you could be, here and there. There's no hell, there's no heaven. There's home and there's here, on Earth. And you get stuck back onto the soul soup. It's a transition and it's a multidimensional world. It's quite different, but you don't notice the difference. As you don't notice the difference transitioning down here to Earth, you get your little bit of amnesia and you get born and you've got all your guides and entourage there, but you don't, most of you don't use them, or, So we hope that I'll make sure that these people do not get the death penalty. I want to make sure that they get to see New Earth, this beautiful world, the way people should be, caring for people. I mean, there's many things that is beautiful about people caring about people. One such fact, you probably don't realise, but all animals that down here on Earth, they have a lifespan of 1 billion heartbeats. And it's based on, a smaller animal, faster heartbeats because their body temperature, so their heart has to beat faster, So it's a bit of a ratio thing. Now, all animals are like this, and we all have an average of 1 billion heartbeats, except for humans. Humans have over 2.2. And that's because humans care for humans. It's actually making us live longer. Everything spiritual in our lineage, in our I call it Akashic record, spiritual timeline, and everything there is actually trying to kill us younger, to get more spiritual growth, to get more spiritual bang for our buck. So you've got a system that's in perpetual motion, that's speeding up your life and killing you faster. But we know that in ancient times people lived for hundreds of years, and we can too. We just got to, if you know the system like I do, you can fucking fix that, right? I'm actually on a program right now that I'm just started, my first program that I've made, where I'm trying to live to 150. So on my 50th birthday, I gave up smoking cigarettes. That was a big one. Amazing. And obviously, there's a set of instruction sets to slow that thing, by understanding when you're connected to source, when you're meditating, when you're doing certain things, it stops or slows the aging process. But there is laws attached to it. So we do have to use a specific set of instructions. It's fucking easy too. Everything that I do is easy. All the healing shit, all the instructions, everything that I do is easier than today. But it's not a pill, right? You're all used to now, not used to really being in touch with your own bodies. You go to someone else and get help, and you expect them to give you a pill and fucking make you better, right? That's bullshit. The whole fucking healing thing that I'm all about is just about restoring the system. If the system's in a certain state, it's impossible to get fucking diseased. It's that fucking easy, guys. Can you imagine if these fucking controlling pricks weren't taking advantage of you? Now, there's more of us than them. You get that, right? But if they're providing the propaganda through the media, through the education system, right? So they're making drones out of you through the education system. They're making obedient slaves. They're making you comply to the system. And they're instilling so much fear. That's where the media comes into it. You look at, people like myself that are being cancelled against these controlling fucks. And then, 6 days ago, an outspoken guy in America, Charlie Kirk, gets assassinated at university in front of his kids. Who does that? Do you know what I mean? That's these controlling people. That's the people. That's the fuckers that you should be hating on. They killed a guy for just talking. Like, everyone can have different opinions, right? But he was making such an influence on people, they whacked him in front of his kids. Even the worst criminals, like I come from a very criminal family, right? An international criminal family, Interpol, all that fucking shit. Fucking even Interpol fucking Anyway, I can't talk about some of that stuff. But what I'm saying is, even those crims will not do shit like that. That is really, really, really bad shit. And that's the people. So, what does that do? Does that sort of is it trying to send a message to go, mate, don't stand out and make too much of an impact or we'll kill you? Yeah? Why did, when I first brought this out years ago, 2019, I go to this huge influencer. He's got millions of dollars, millions of followers. And he goes, yeah, all right. I said, mate, take it off my hands, get it to the people. It was always about getting it to you, right? It's always been a humanitarian thing, right? Because I was sick. I know what it's like. So he goes, oh, look, my mum's a naturopath. Could you mind if I get her to? And I'm like, no, not at all, mate. It's going along, and he's like, look. So he goes, look, what about if I, just give you $1 million now for your troubles, and then we work in some sort of, percentage of, obviously there's other ways to make money out of this thing without thing. And I said, look, yeah, let's do it. Anyway, Mum came back, yep, all seems thing. She actually tested a few things and went, fuck, very impressive. He then took me out for breakfast and said, I decline the offer. I would rather live and not be... This is an influencer, right? This guy has actually gone out of his way to fucking try and get known and want to have fucking millions of followers, and then he's like, nah, mate, I'll get whacked. So the fear that they've been instilling in propaganda and things that and actions that they've been doing obviously worked, mate. You know what I mean? There's not many JFK Juniors around that have got fucking balls big enough to fucking sit in fucking dump trucks and see through all of it. And it's crazy because he needs, like Robert Jr., Kennedy Jr., we just need you behind us. Do you know what I mean? These people, they might have a network, right? A faceless network, secret all this fucking shit or whatever. Either way, they're just cunts. They're evil fucking cunts. There is nothing that they're doing that's any good for anyone but themselves, trying to fucking... So, why would someone want to be a cunt? Why would someone want to go out of their way to be an evil cunt? Imagine being presented with it going, look, if you come with us, be an evil cunt, we'll make sure you can have all the money and you can do whatever you want. You can fucking exploit children. You can do all sorts of... who would want to do that? What sort of an evil motherfucker actually takes that invitation into that realm? It can't be, who knows what the fuck, whether Epstein was, they say, he was taking people on and fucking putting them in those positions and then bang, they got him. He blackmailed or whatever. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but either way, what sort of a fucking person does that? What sort of a person gets invited to an evil organisation and actually wants to do that? I don't get it. I really don't get it. So if I had all of you behind me, then their oxygen dissipates. We're talking about people here who, given the chance, would never want to be known. That would be the thing. So in the past when I didn't know what the cure for or how to cure my own disease or thing, the reason why I'm the biggest, baddest motherfucker on earth right now is because I'm so authentic and I'm so innocent as far as essence goes that I'm able to communicate with the creator of the universe and have been for some time now. So the reason why I had to form a relationship with God is because I wanted to know what was causing my anxiety disorder. But I didn't know what was causing it. So I went to God. I went, hey, God, I've studied all these medical papers, journals, doctors, research. I was the best obviously I'm the best researcher as well in the world. I'll tell you about that as well. I've actually worked for some organisations and was such a good researcher that I gave them an option of how to fucking fix their incurable diseases before I did my healing bit when I was a mathematician. And so that was the end of my research career. You can be fucking really good at shit. So the reason why I was able to find the cure to most diseases, and I will find the cure for all diseases and make a disease-free world one day, is because every answer I was unable to get here on Earth from every single possible resource, because I went over to the spiritual, over to the veil, to this thing called underlying infinite collective consciousness, right? It can give me answers to absolutely everything. Do you get that? There is nothing on earth that can't make sense. Everything adds up. I can find the answer to everything. We are part of physics, which is an equation which has a true value every time. That's how I got this. That's why it's so profound. That's why one day this is going to be spoken about in the way that Jesus has spoken about for coming here 2,000 years ago to show us what we can do. He didn't come here to be worshipped. He came here to go, I am man, you are me. Anything I can do, you can do too. And he showed us a whole lot of cool shit. And I have been on the ascension path. I can see in higher consciousness how you can become a master. I mean, gravity is just density versus mass. We see it as waves. We see it as can't be manipulated or changed. But in higher consciousness, in multidimensional quantum physics, these things can be quite easily changed. So we don't know what we don't know. We're headed to a big thing. God is this benevolent, joyous, compassionate, kind, and absolutely loving fucking single parent who is so loving with unconditional love that he doesn't interfere with us. So that's why he doesn't get these evil people that have hijacked your medical system, education system, the media, and fucking fucked you up the asshole for the last 100 years and made you a fucking slave to the system. God doesn't have, like, if God says he loves us, we're all his kids, then these evil people that are doing that to us, they're his kids also. Now, I don't know if you've been around any crime families like mine, but I could go out, rob a shop and get chased home, and the police come around and my mum used to say, oh, but officer, he's been here the whole time. A mother's love for their children crosses all bounds. And the creator of the universe is the same. He loves everyone. And so unlike Charlie Kirk, when he would be at a debating people at a university, and he'd be saying, "Oh, I just don't agree. God doesn't about being trans and other things." God actually loves a trans person just as much as he loves Charlie Kirk. They're equally loved, right? God doesn't give a fuck about their choices. God can't give a fuck about their choices. It's unconditional love. That means no conditions, right? Charlie, by saying he doesn't like what a trans person does or doesn't agree with it, is putting conditions or actually not understanding the truth of it all. And the truth is that they're both exactly accepted, equal in the eyes of God. So you might think, oh God, Charlie Kirk has done all this and he's a man of faith and and he will be, oh wow, God will be saying things. But no, if someone just died who was a mass murderer and another person that was on this team that's been controlling Earth and is a mass murderer as well, and they rock up, and Charlie thinks that he's going to get preference because of everything that he's done while he's down here, he's going to be grossly mistaken. That trans person that's with him in the line and the mass murderer and everyone, they're all God's children. They're all accepted equal. They're all loved equal. Now, if most trans people that are on Earth knew that, I'm sure they would be feeling a lot better instead of feeling victimized by people like Charlie Kirk, who's telling, oh, I just don't agree with you. I'm sure God has another plan. Fucking bullshit, God has another plan for you. God can't have a plan for you because he's a fucking benevolent, loving, fucking single parent who cannot tell you to do anything. So God does not have a plan. I saw a podcast of him in a place where they're all girls and some of them are doing OnlyFans and things like that. And he actually said in his words, God has a plan. God does not have a plan for you at all, mate. He doesn't give a fuck what you do. He accepts you with unconditional love, no matter what you do. Even if you are the worst, most heinous fucking person on earth, you and Charlie are equal when you leave. Another fact, which not many people know. I mean, I really wish I wasn't cancelled because some of this information would be really helpful to a lot of people out there. A lot of people out there. So isn't it amazing that the whole fucking media is a fucking evil conglomerate and they just get away with it and they actually fucking think they're fucking smarter than everyone else. So when I was telling you that I can get the information to things that no one else can, that's how I found the curing. That's how I found out everything. It's longevity, everything, all the secrets of the universe I have, right? Now, what makes you think that I haven't gone to the creator of the universe and gone, mate, I'm having a little bit of trouble here with the, there seems to be some form of evil force that has completely infected the media, education and health systems, and therefore we have some form of system where we're being controlled. Could you please tell me who these people are and how I can stop them. And God came to me, and I've been on a lot of projects with God. Okay, we don't have a two-way conversation like two people on earth, right? We're getting close to that, I'll be honest. You know, can't say that. So basically, I can ask God these things, and he normally comes back with sign synchronicity downloads, or puts me in a certain situation, or leads me to clues, and I piece the puzzles together. I call them keys, and then dingo, and then obviously I can test everything as well. On this matter, I was shown a very stern, everywhere I went for 3 days when I was doing this. It is a bit of a process to... I was shown the same do not interfere. Basically, God has said, Aaron, who they are, right, will be known one day. Okay? Guarantee that. Secondly, wheels are in motion. It's not for you to worry about. This is not my burden to bear. Okay? We've had this secret, I've had a secret relationship working on a special project with God. Not even I was privy to some of the information until it was at the end, because if I knew beforehand, it would have wrecked the whole thing. There is so many, like God works in mysterious ways. We've heard all that sort of stuff. It's divine timing, all the rest of it. He's basically put me in a state, and he's put me in with visions, and basically shown me that not my responsibility, halt everything, do not worry about, you'll find out one day, but at the moment, this is already all underway. Okay? And while things, no one's healed anything in 2,000 years, and nothing's changed in bits and pieces, doesn't mean it's not going to change. And God said, look, things do change more so in these junctions in between ages as well. So the age of Pisces to Aquarius right now. And I'm like, I guess like the last age, 2,000 years ago, Jesus came here. Right? He's like showing me all this stuff. And I'm like, ugh. So he's like, sit tight. He goes, this time I've got your back. And I went, okay. So if I'm not sure about something, or if I'm not the sort of guy that goes and fucking knocks his head against a fucking brick wall for 7 years. I'm very resourceful, very clever. And if it's something, like I can do more than any of you on earth can do, because I'm not limited by my physical body. So basically, the things that will unravel the control, where we'll have to obviously fix the education system. I mean, the good thing is that the templates, the basis are there, the medical system, we don't have to tear it all down and we just have to add to it. We just have to add nutrition and all the health, the natural stuff. And complement it, finish it, okay? At the moment, you got fucking half a medical system, because they don't want you to fucking find out the other half. You're all getting fucking royally fucked, and you don't even know it. And that's why you've got all these light workers, all these people that are awakened all around the world trying to wake us up. I don't know if you've noticed. And then because of that, you're turning around and go, oh, conspiracy theorists, fucking better get my tinfoil hat out and all this shit. Can you see what I mean? It's like one big mishmash of a game. But the time is now. And I promise you that this time next year, this is a promise, right, from me and God, that in September 2026, this time next year, the so-called controlling evil mass murderers that basically whether you know it or not, right, they will be gone. This is their last hurrah, okay? And the world on the other side, I've seen visions. It's beautiful. It's just all the nice bits from here. You know, all the cool shit that everyone's like, beautiful things that we see shit and we go, oh, that's beautiful. You know, a girl made me cry the other day. She's obviously got a veteran dog. He's long in the tooth, as they say. And she brings him down to this esplanade every day and is so gentle and walks. And you can just see the love that they've spent a lifetime together, a doggy lifetime together. And now, out of respect, she brings them down to the esplanade and it made me cry. And that beautiful thing like that's a beautiful thing that changes chemistry and thing, and more good things happen. And so when you haven't got the fear and the doom and the gloom and the media and all of that life around, life's actually pretty cool. I'm absolutely loving it. Even though I'm cancelled, can't have a Facebook account, can't, you know what I mean? Goes nowhere, all this sort of shit. Just being able to be myself in a natural environment in this beautiful world with beautiful people, it's a really amazing world. I really don't miss your world, the doom and gloom, the shit being fucking on the hamster wheel. You know, it's really stressful, and you can see, you know, why it sort of makes more diseases and stress causes all these problems. Life was meant to be beautiful, a beautiful experience, and there's other levels, guys. You know, you think that you've loved on a level or in a strong way, or you've really enjoyed this, or you've tried to, you know, emulate this, or you found a hobby that you love that you could do every day in bits and pieces. Well, there's different levels of enjoyment. You can go higher. There are different and higher expressions, but we're playing in the lower octaves of energy here on Earth because of we're being kept in this state where we're susceptible to disease, we're susceptible to be controlled, we're good customers, we willingly go along and be part of the system. So my promise is to you that this time next year we're not having this fucking conversation. And it's basically already completely underway. I'm trying to work out what I can say and what I can't say because I don't want to ruin it. But I'll tell you that much, that these people will be put into very protective places because they will not want to stick around here and see the amount of death that they have caused. Like, when people realise how much absolute disgusting death, needlessly, these are the people that are responsible for this stuff. And so they're going to have to be protected, because I really want them to stick around and see this new earth and how we all do it when we're not controlled by their evil fucking forces. It's really beautiful. I really like, you know how we love our families and kids, and that's what it's all about? That love, that energy, that's what surrounds the earth. And so really, really can't wait for you to see it. And as I say, don't even worry about anything else. If you can, stick the finger up to fear every now and then, because soon it'll be gone. So I can't wait for you to see these people be brought to justice. And by this time next year, you'll know exactly who they are, how they've operated for years, how it all works behind the scenes, how the families get involved, how the information's passed down, and how they bring an indoctrination. It's like a corporation. It's just like a company, really. Oh, maybe I've said too much. All right, let's reconvene this in a year's time.